Hello there! Welcome to JonnyBuilds. I am your host, of course, Johnny, and as you can see, we are here continuing on with Optimus Prime. So, that is what we're going to be doing today. I forgot actually to get my timer up, so I need to get that ready. Paisley is saying hello, so hi Paisley. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're having a good day. It's starting to get a little bit warm here, but that is how things happen as summer starts making its way through. Alright, I got my timer. As you can see, we're starting on bag 3 because we did bags 1 and 2 last week. Bag 3 is going to start, it looks like, doing the legs because I see a tire is here. It actually says that we need 2 of them, so we got these here. So those are prepared and ready to go. Got my decals here, and actually I got this. This is a little VIP coin I got whenever I bought the Optimus Prime set. So it's kind of neat, and I just have it sitting there so that... Hi, Versus! Good to see you. Glad to see you here. Just getting started, so we're going to get underway with the timer. 3, 2, 1... Here we go. Alright. There we go. So, Optimus Prime, because of the way they built this box, you have to go to the underneath in order to get to the bags. See if I put this in right. I don't know which bag this is. Oh, I was right. Bag number 3. Alright. I don't think there's any other parts for bag 3. Any other... Nope, that's 4, so that'll be next. How's your night going, Versus? Keeping out of trouble. Alright, we are going to move Optimus here. And we'll be building kind of in the middle. Versus, just making sure you can hear me. Let me know if there's any kind of lag or anything that's going on. Again, YouTube likes to give me errors saying that it's not getting any kind of smooth streaming or whatever. Oh, yeah, YouTube videos are fun to do now and then. So, we're going to get started, and it looks like we're starting with these weird... These are odd, smooth pieces, because they fit kind of underneath and stuff. Golden so far? Good. I like hearing that. I like all the little... I like the light blue pieces. They're pretty neat. I betcha... Well, it looks like this is like the torso portion of the leg. Like, I guess the thigh or whatever. So it looks like that's what we're going to be starting with. And underneath, I'm going to be putting 2 more of those smooth things. And again, they look kind of weird. The way they fit underneath. So the classic question whenever it comes to building Legos, what was dinner? It's Tuesday, and I've actually had nothing for dinner so far. I actually had a big lunch, so I have not eaten anything for dinner. I'll probably snack on something in a little while, but I was not hungry. So... That's an interesting piece. And looks like we got a joint piece here. That's kind of a unique piece because it's got the thing for like an axle or whatever to go into, but it's also kind of an extended piece, but it fits nicely on there. Oh, yeah. Sounds like you're having, you need to allow your tummy time to relax. And let's see, where does that go? We got a 1x1 gray piece that goes right here on the back. There we go. Hopefully everything starts settling down for you. Alright, these are cool. Alright, these are the joints. These are what allow the freedom of movement. So for the leg, it's going to allow things to swivel and stuff. These are kind of new. I haven't seen them in any set that I've done. At least nothing of this size or whatever. It looks kind of like a face because of the holes. But for something like this, in order to make it work, and here, no, that's not the piece that goes there. We'll have to see what that is whenever we get to it. But in order to make something like this work, oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling better. In order to make something like this work, they would have to make something that's a little bit specific for this, as far as that goes. All right. The light blue piece that you won't see. And, that's kind of a neat. That's going to be neat how it's going to fit in to where it goes. Okay. There we go. And another blue piece, dark blue. Not super dark blue. And that was it there. And now we got a bunch more of these. I don't even know what to call it. There's 90-degree pieces that allow all kinds of stuff to go on the outside. They allow things to be like flat pieces and stuff to go. So you've put them on, but they don't connect to anything yet. That's interesting. All right, so we're gonna do some of these smooth flat pieces. There we go. Look how nicely that snaps on there. Are they that big? The ball joints that you have? Are they this big? All right, and 6 of these. Huh. Yeah, I'm trying to think what it would be, because you're building the tumbler. I wonder what it... I'm trying to think what that would be for. They've got the dots. That's cool. Make sure I didn't skip anything. Nope. Okay, so this just goes right on top. And we're putting in our first little shaft. Goes right there. Alright, so first decal. We're going to use one of these. We're going to be putting that on. Make sure I do it the right way. Gotta get my special little tool. Thank you, Vader. Here we go. Decals never go directly, like they never go all the way to the bottom or top. They always have a tiny little bit of space. Ooh, look at that. That went on so nicely. There we go. There's my decal. That went on perfect. Wow. Sometimes I even amaze myself. Name the movie that's from. It's one of my favorite types, my favorite movies. So. Alright, so we've got some little weird pieces that are going here. And I really... It's cool seeing how this is going together because it's got a whole... Yep, sometimes I even amaze myself. Sorry, sometimes I even amaze myself is the full line. It's really neat seeing how like they have the joints because you don't when you're a kid you don't appreciate the stuff that goes into like something like the Transformers. All right, we got to get our first wheel together. It is from Star Wars. Han Solo says that to Princess Leia. Whenever they get rid of all the TIE fighters. He says, you know, sometimes I even amaze myself. Whenever she's telling them, hey, no, they're tracking us and they let us go. And he's like, no way. And then he was wrong. Make sure I do this the right way, because this has, look at that, it has a of course, it has a pre-printed decal for the tire, but I had to put on this one. Which I kind of understand, because there's a number of flat pieces, so, but. Alright, so now we're going to do a special joint, it looks like. We're going to put this down. This has a very, it's like click, 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 all these little clicks. So, let's see what we get here. So, this goes here. This, okay, that clicked in. I don't think it goes any further. That goes in the middle. We put these are more joints for allowing freedom of movement. Alright, that clicked on, and this clicks on. Alright, those definitely snapped, and this goes in here. Ah, look at that. That's cool. Alright. Definitely different than the, oh, we get to put it on. So, it's showing us that for robot mode, like, oops, this twists, and for robot mode to truck mode, this has to twist all the way around. You can see this is more truck oriented, this is more robot oriented. So they're saying, I think we're building it in robot mode, so they want you to make sure that it is this way when you put this side on. And it looks like it goes 3 dots, goes in here. So there we go. Alright. Torso, well, I guess thigh 1 is done. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side, is my guess. So, yeah. Yep, thigh number 2, which only makes sense. But it won't be that difficult, of course, and the first one was fun. Hopefully I can do that decal exactly the same. We'll see though, huh? Hello, whoever's watching. I see someone join. Glad you could make it. Hope you're having a great day. Just working on the I guess if you're Optimus and you're facing, we're working on his right thigh right now. So, just moving right along. Neat build. Hello. Hi everybody that joined. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Another ball joints going on, which again, still looks like a face. And blue piece. Putting on 2 of the 6 tires that he has. And right now we're just getting the structure together for the thigh, for the right thigh, his right thigh. Innie instead of an outie piece curve. So how far along are you on the Batmobile versus? Like halfway, a third of the way. You're almost done. Oh, hi! Hi, Amalia. How you doing? Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Just working on Optimus Prime's thighs. We did one, now working on the other. Okay, so you're about halfway. That's good. Is it looking like the tumbler yet? Or is it kind of like still kind of framed? I'm assuming you have wheels on. A bunch of little slant pieces. Alright, our next little shaft for the wheel, and now we're going to put this on in the next decal. So, special tool. Oh, okay, good. Alright, so it's free rolling. It can do that, so that's cool. Hi everyone that's joined. Hope you're having a great day. Glad that you can make it. Make sure I do this the right way. Don't want to do it upside down. Decals are always a difficult process. Ah, there we go. We got the second one on. Looking good. Look at that. That's a good match. I think those fit on there perfectly. Yay for tool. Thanks goes out to my friend Connie who got me that tool. Before that, I had to use my big fingers to try and do the decals, and it was not easy to do. So you don't really see them. Yeah, I can understand that, especially for those tiny ones. Ugh. Yeah, that would not be fun. Alright, so next tire assembly. These are big tires. These are bigger than the tires that were for the DeLorean. Alright, got the tire on. Nice and shiny. I like that little bit of chrome. And then we got to do our click, click, click stuff. So we're going to do this. Have to make sure it clicks. There we go. These are very stiff. They have grooves. I don't know if you can hear that. So they're not free flowing, so to speak, which is good. That means that when you pose it, it's going to stay. Unlike something like the AT-AT, which when you try to put the stuff like, it has to stay stiff because of how heavy it is. So, all right, there we go. We got our stuff. As far as that goes, this is going to go in here. Oops, wrong end. There we go. Clicked in. And then this one's going to go on as well. So we are starting to see how Optimus Prime the robot is going to be. So there we go. Right, like that. What do you think? Looking pretty good. Alright. Wow, this bag has gone pretty quick. That was bag 3. Let's move on to bag 4. I think it's going to be a little bit bigger. Since we've got the time. Yeah, I think it looks neat. Yeah, bag 4 is a little bit bigger, a little bit more substantial, and that's going to be the rest of the legs, I think. And the legs look pretty involved, if you can see from the box. So. Bag 4, on our way. And there's a couple small bags inside the big bag, so. Now what I really like about this is they made these special dark blue pieces. I mean, I think they've been in other sets, but this is very much the Optimus Prime look. So I'm not sure how many sets actually have these pieces, but there's another joint. Ooh, and we got some chrome. They glow on the camera like they shiny. So, ooh, it's even reflecting the light towards me the way I have it sitting. I can't do that. So those are real. They really did a nice job on those chrome pieces there. Alright, there we go. So let's get started. So we got these long. So the legs are going to be pretty long. They always end up, at least with most Transformers, from what I remember growing up, the legs always end up being longer than the rest of the robot. So always kind of interesting. And that was always the case with the combiners, the ones that came together, multiple robots together. It's hard to see how those go together. So one 6x1, and then two 1x4s. It's hard to see on the instructions because they outline it in yellow what's next and what goes where, but it's still kind of hard to see. I think I got that right. Alright, we got a bunch of these little things that stick out here to the side so that we can put other Legos flat, sideways. We may have, I mean, it depends on how long this takes, but we may have enough time. Hi Jerry, how you doing today? Popping in before you head over to Conian to kill some baddies. Alright, so we gotta do a little tiny assembly. Again, these are kind of hard to see. Because of the blue. Oh, it's going good. I have not had dinner myself, so I need to get me some sometime. But yeah, it'll be after this, obviously. Alright, we did everything there. Flip it around. I was running around getting ready for this. Cut grass too, so that kept me busy. And one more 1x3 goes right there. Alright, looking good. These blues are very reflective. I can see it flashing on the camera. That's how, I don't know what they did to it to make it like that, but it's very, very reflective. Trying to make it so it's not shining directly at the camera. Ooh, that's kind of neat. I bet you that's a foot. I bet you it goes this way when it's completed, but we'll find out. Yes, that was. Oh yeah, that would definitely be a problem. I know how that goes. When everything was gray, it was very hard to. Well, when I was doing the AT-AT, whenever I was doing the black pieces, trying to do them on this, oh my word, that was very, very difficult to see. Sheesh, that was tough. All right, 128, 129. So I'll put this down. I got to do a little apparatus. Oops, dropped a piece. And really really tiny, smooth piece goes there, like that. Interesting. And then another blue on top. And that goes right there. Okay. Yeah, that would definitely be difficult to see. Alright, so we are putting on the parts where the wheels are going to go, it looks like, because we got this thing that has holes. Hard to see. Now you can see it a little better. So that's where the wheels are going to go, just like on the thigh parts. And the other wheels portion. Okay. Let me get some white. This is interesting that we're getting some white pieces here. They won't be seen, I'm sure, once it's done. Oh, and this is weird. So we got a white with a little red piece that goes here. I don't know why it needs to be circular to fit in there, but maybe it's just ease of use. Anything else? Nope, just those white pieces. Alright, 2 little armatures I have to put together now. We'll do these one at a time because they're not very big. I think the little dot here though allows it to have some flexibility. Not too much, but enough. Yeah. Well, not barely any at all, but just a little bit, probably to allow for either expansion or sliding or something like that. Just enough. Okay. I'm gonna do another one. Not sure what these do. There's the other arm. Okay. And that piece. A couple more of these little, really tiny little blue slants. Really hard to see. A long black piece that kind of covers all this to kind of solidify it. Ah, now we're going to actually cover it. The question is how far. So it goes here. Okay, good. First, is your coffee table like a brown like mine, or is it darker? I'm curious. Ah, look, there's our joint holder, so this is how this is gonna, whichever one it goes on. And a blue piece. Dark brown. So, it's, yeah, this is more of a light brown here. So, alright, that's everything on top, it looks like. And another piece here. I think that's a tire. But we're going to be putting a shaft into it. Not sure why. Legs looking like, well, I guess this is the calf. It's looking pretty good. Transformers are interesting because the whole concept of the Transformers is they're actual living beings. Even though they're robots, they're actual living beings. It's just they're a society of robots. And ooh, some nice big solid pieces here. I like that. That's back to original brick days right there. But yeah, the Transformers are beings of robots, so to speak, and piece. Ooh, big white piece there. This piece goes there, and so we got both joints right here, both ball joint things right here. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that's going to do. Okay, we got a reverse slant. There it is. Goes that way. Which movie are you referring to? Are you do you mean like the original Transformers the movie, or do you mean like the Michael Bay Transformers? The answer is yes, but I'm wondering which one you're talking about. Really tiny little 1x1 circular things. Cartoon one, Transformers the movie? Yes. It came out, I forget how old I was. I think it came out in '86, maybe not quite. And when Optimus Prime died, I cried. I was very sad, as were a lot of kids. And that was actually one of the things they even said in, I remember very vividly, the commercial for Transformers the movie. Yes, exactly. They even said in the preview for, or the commercial, I guess, for it, they asked the question, does Optimus Prime die? And so, you know, of course, every kid's going to be like, no, there's no way he dies. And lo and behold, he did. Yeah, that movie is, what, 40 years old now? Close to 40 years old, so no spoilers anymore. I think if you haven't seen it by now, you're either not going to see it, or it won't traumatize you as much as it did to me. Alright, now we're going to get some smooth pieces on here. Cover up some of this stuff. And again, these blues, I know it's very, very difficult to see. It's still worth seeing, especially if you like Transformers at all. If you don't, then don't watch it. Pretty simple. Yeah. Flip out, man, this is difficult to see. I mean, I'm looking right at it, but the shading of it and stuff makes, with just all this dark blue, just I'm surprised it's that difficult. Alright, there we go. Nice smooth part. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So these are sticking out here. These are little grabber things. So they're going to lock into something. I'm not sure how, but then these little smooth pieces are going, you know, on either side of them. So that's interesting. Yeah, right. Like everything in Infinity War, just like, oh yeah, you know, everyone's gonna come back. Wait, the poor kids were probably traumatized. They're like, wait, my heroes. They're like, nope, not anymore. You have to suffer. That I think in the theater, everyone like when they saw what happened with Spider-Man, everyone was like, oh no. They're like, there's no way that, because everyone was like, oh, they're going to be doing other movies with him and stuff, and then poof, and it's like, wait a minute. All right, two of these 1x4s and two 1x6s. See, that's not true. If you've seen Rogue One, that's not true. I mean, it's somewhat of a happy ending, but what happens in order for it to be a happy ending, you know? Which actually, I mean, like, of all the Disney stuff that's out there, Rogue One is my favorite. I guess it depends on if you root for the Empire or not. Oh, you were? Really? See, that's kind of funny to. That's funny that you say that, because there have been books that were about, like, or at least there was alluding to the amount of stuff that they had gone through in order to get the plans for the Death Star in the first place. And this is the first Death Star. In Return of the Jedi, they talk about, you always hear the Bothans die. Like, a lot of Bothans died in order to get the information they needed for the Death Star, which you find out later that it was all planned anyway, but still. But yeah, the whole Rogue One thing with them getting the plans and stuff, they were like, you know, what was the first victory? And the first victory was everybody dies. I really liked it. I thought it was really well done. All right, we're getting there. More blues all over this thing. Yeah, it's absolutely my favorite Disney rendition. I've only watched the Disney trilogy twice total, and every time I watch it, I kind of see more and more that I don't like, and less that I do, and so, yeah. That's all I'll say to that. Well, right, absolutely. You don't want them all to die for nothing, absolutely. And it's all about, you know, sacrifice and doing what you have to do in order to make it happen. That's for sure. No, I have not had the opportunity to watch Rogue One. Work has kept me rather occupied. I will get to it, just not yet. I hear a lot of stuff about it and kind of cringe a little bit. So I know some things as to what goes on in the new Obi-Wan. It makes me nervous. Yeah, I've had a couple people that have asked me like what my take is on it or what, and since I haven't seen it yet, I only know some of the things I've heard, and I mean, it's you can't avoid hearing the stuffs. So, some point I will watch it. We're starting to do the finishing touches of this thing. Smooth part. Probably watch actually the first episode tomorrow, maybe the first two. It depends on how long things take. I think, and it depends on how I mean, like, I'm not horribly vested in it. I mean, I love Star Wars. I love the original. See you, Jerry. Thanks for stopping by. Oh man, this chrome is so cool. It's so neat seeing this on here. Might have time to do the other one. Let's see. A couple 1x1s. I'm going to put these on first. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll see the first 2 episodes tomorrow. And then I'll be able to give at least somewhat of a critique. And I'll only comment on the episodes. I mean, like, I know some things as to, like, what's happened in some of the other episodes, so I'll just talk about the episodes I watch. I won't go any further than that. Okay, so we got a couple smooth pieces on here. These little tiny slants. There we go. Yeah, I think we'll do the other leg too. Plenty of time. Ah! Lost a bag. It's alright. go on here. And this little piece goes backwards. Yeah, I haven't really gotten to watch anything. I haven't seen any of the. I can't wait to watch The Boys. I hear it's very, very interesting. So can't wait to start that again because I loved the first 2 seasons. And this gets flipped over. And this goes in here. Oh, there we go. Okay. I've got these extra pieces. It doesn't look like they go in anything. So I think I did. Yep. Everything looks smooth the way it should. So that's interesting. We did this thigh first, then this one. Now we're doing this leg first. So this fits on. There we go. That's a snap. Look at that. Cool. All right. Oh, I bet you I know what that's for. I'm gonna guess right now. This little thing here is for the fuel tank that goes on the side. Yeah, he's gotten scarier and scarier as things have gone on. You can see the craziness. What time is it? 15 minutes. And that's putting on the tire. I think this is going to take longer than an hour, but what the heck? Let's go for it. We'll do it. More Legos, because why not? It's my show, right? I think there's a second bag for 5. Yep. My show, so we're going to go till I decide to stop. Nah, we'll be a little bit over an hour. So, all right. So Optimus himself needs to go here. There we go. Hi, you are. Glad you can make it. Hope you're having a good day or better evening now that you're not at work. Tacos. It is Taco Tuesday. I did not have any tacos. I had Chinese for lunch. I have not had anything for dinner. And this is a special part of bag 5 because that's with the tires. That's what that's for. Taco Tuesday. Tacos are great. Alright, so there we go. Ooh, even more chrome pieces. Boy. Alright, let's get to it. Taco Tuesday. But yeah, no tacos for me. I haven't eaten, like I said, I haven't eaten anything. Nothing for dinner. It could be taco pizza. Taco pizza would be very acceptable. Alright. So I'm going to have the exact same problem I was having earlier with the blues and the reflection and everything, but you know, do what we must. Taco pizza is the best, I agree. Just looking at something on the current model. Taco pizza is very good, though. Taco pizza, taco pizza with bacon is even better. Everything with bacon is better. Doesn't matter what it is, everything with bacon is better. You can take that to the bank. Alright, here we go. More of these thingies to go on the side. Alright, flip over. Well, flip around, yeah. Ooh, that's interesting. Wait. So you have a pizza place called Happy Joe's. I have a pizza place that is my favorite pizza place called Pizza Joe's. And their pizza is fantastic. It's nice, thick, square cut pizza. It's so good. So very tasty. Love it. Alright, big ball joint with the face. Oops. Mine's a chain too, though. It's not like your typical chain. It's definitely a like a franchise chain type thing. I mean, they're all Pizza Joe's, but they franchise them, and their pizza is delish. So, yeah, I've never heard of Happy Joe's. Oh, I gotta make my little apparatus thing again. Little tiny piece. Actually went on pretty straight. Which these 1x1s a lot of times do not go on very straight. It's kind of the bane of the existence of a Lego builder a lot of times. Oh, interesting thing. I don't know how much you've seen like in the Lego catalog or seen about the upcoming sets, but I saw a reviewer. It was recommended to me on my YouTube page. I saw a reviewer talk about the latest Obi-Wan set, and I was very disappointed in the set, and so was the reviewer. It's the duel from episode 3, and I know some about the duel itself, which I find kind of just I'm not happy about it. And the set for it is so Lego does not lay eggs very often, but in this case they did. And the set looks like, oh look, so we got the other. This is the other side that's going to go on the hooks that are over here. Interesting. But the set looks like it's a frisbee. It's just a bunch of slanty gray pieces. It's flat. There's not much to it as far as like substance and things to do with it. Even though it's called like a play set. But like the duel on Mustafar and everything is really cool. I think. But this, I was just disappointed. It just looks so bad. And I'm like looking at watching the review and stuff, and I'm like, yes, I completely agree with you. It's like Lego laid an egg with it. Go look at it. It looks like a big gray frisbee. And for $50, I could make a better one, I think. And that's exactly what this reviewer did. She made her own version of it for less money. I thought that was interesting. All right, middle. Yes. I'm not sure. It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader duel something. I don't even know what it's called. I don't even know what planet they're on because I haven't seen the thing, so I'm guessing it's like duel on whatever, but I could be wrong. So these blues are hard to see. I mean, they're not hard to see, but they are hard to see when you're looking at the instructions. Yeah, doesn't it? It looks awful. I mean, like, you just look at that, and it's just kind of like, it's a whole bunch of bricks that they kind of slap together. There's some smooth ones, and then, like, I think the biggest thing that makes it as bad as it is like the it just looks like there's a lot of empty space around. I mean, I know they have like a droid there, and they tried to do the like the fire, but like it just looks bad. I am not. Like I said, Lego doesn't lay eggs very often, but in this case, I think they really did. Not impressive in any way. Whereas by comparison, so far everything I've seen with Optimus Prime is quite epic. It is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a bad looking set. When I first saw that, I was like, really? That's what they did? And like again, I know some of what the duel actually is. It's like that's not a duel, not at all. It's and yeah, you can't make it better really for what happens in it. All right, so now we're gonna flip this around. We're gonna start covering things up a bit. That would be neat. Yeah, I like when people do that sort of thing. That would be cool. I don't have nearly enough pieces, like people that do that sort of thing do. They call them MOCs for like like mocking up or whatever. Oh, here we go. This is where it gets challenging to see. And I'm thinking of actually doing an MOC of the trailer for Optimus Prime. Once I get this done, I don't know how much it's going to cost to get the pieces, but it's going to be a lot of plates. But I think it would be really cool to do the trailer portion of it and have it fold open, have the little things come out and the little gun turret pop up. I don't think it would be that bad to do and figure out, but you never know. But I think that's something I want to do. I think it'd be cool. All right, so we got our joints here that we are going to latch on to. I think at the end of this we're going to put all the tires on too, which will be neat. Okay, now the framework goes around. There we go. Now the smooth pieces go on over top of that, because everything has to be made smooth. Okay, so that's that. Everything looks good. Flipping it over. Smooth pieces underneath. That needs twisted just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 1x4s. Yeah, I really like seeing the channels of the people that just say like, you know what, I want to make this. Like, especially the epic ones, like where they do like Helm's Deep. I think that's Helm's Deep. From Lord of the Rings and stuff like that. Just amazing. Some of the stuff that people come up with and can do. I like to think I have some decent Lego skills for the amount of Lego building I've done over the years, but like some of those things that they come up with are just incredible. And one more 2x3, it covers that up. This one goes here. Has a little 90-degree. Another 2x3, covers that up. Have this little thing here. It's very detailed. I love, aside from the the mess up set that they did, at least the one that I saw that looks like a mess up. The detail that Lego does with these things is just epic. So for the overall most part, their detail is second to none. Alright, I need a little flat blue. There it is. It was reflective, so it was hard to tell that it was actually blue. That needs to be flat. The N1 Starfighter, yeah, that looks kind of interesting, but it's also, I'm kind of like, really? That's not what he needs to use when it comes to, I mean, I know his ship blew up, but like, it's still kind of funny. Oh, did you get your orchids? Did you do them? You are? I can't remember. My memory is shot. I was curious how those turned out. Oh, you have not started anyway, so you got them. That's good. Oh, that you got. Yeah, I am old. Shut up. That's right. You got the box, and you were like, it was bent up or whatever, something like that. In shipping, it got a little bit mangled, which sucks, because it's nice to have a pristine box. And 3x1s. Alright, these things. And flats. And little tiny pieces. Same thing. Yeah, it stinks. I bet you if you messaged Lego, emailed them and said, hey, you know, got the set and everything, but the box, you know, it got mangled in shipping. I bet you they would send you another one. Which would be cool. Though maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. They sent me instructions without, you know, so, I mean, maybe they would. Worth a shot, right? That goes there. That's fine. You don't have to stream. I do that so you don't have to. It would be cool to see pictures. Alright. So, leg is done. Oh man, we've just hit the hour mark almost. Now we gotta do... He's not going to stand very well. So we still got to keep laying him down because we don't have the feet. Alright, so we're going to put these things in on both sides. One up here. And one down here. Which means they would be the same on this side. That's right. Versus is calling you out. Alright, let's do this. So our last 4 tires. These are really cool rubber tires. I wonder if they say anything on them. I didn't look. They just say Lego Group 4.3, no, 43.2 by 14. So I'm guessing that's millimeters. That's the size these tires are, 43.2 by 14. Yeah, this is not a huge set. So right. It's 10 bags total. Like each bag for like the AT-AT would take an hour, sometimes more. And then put those on. So we're almost done. So let's do that. I love the shininess of the wheels. Ah, it's rolling away. Okay, so there we go. Okay. Oops, slipped it. There we go. And this little last part right there. And the last little bit here. And come on, get in there. Can't get the last axle in. And there we go. 1 hour, 11 seconds. There we go. So let's get the camera up just a little bit. Whoop. See, he does need his feet because otherwise he just he just rolls away. Just seconds over the hour. Yep. So I can already tell for the transformation, like part of the arms are going to go here because they're going to go around this wheel when they fit in. So this is going to reverse around like that, and then ooh. I accidentally did that already without even meaning to. So these little hands grip onto here just barely. It locks in place, which is what they did. See, it snaps in place, and then this whole thing will go like that. So there's sort of a truck. It looks kind of like a wrecker. Like he should have like the little thing here that you know, that tows. But look at that. Oh, that's just seeing that part. Because I know, you know, obviously it's going to transform. And then this part here is the head, and it flips over, and it goes like that. It's not going to be. There's going to be stuff to block it because obviously the head isn't on there yet. But that's how that's going to go. These are the arms that are going to fold in. Oh, this is looking so cool already. Just that. I love it. And it rolls nicely. I know there's some stuff to go on the sides, like the fuel tanks probably go right here. But that's not here yet. Oh, for bag 6. Bag 6 is going to be the feet. So that'll be next week. We start with that. And only one extra piece for those 2 bag, or for that 1 bag, I guess. So, yeah. This is looking, the fact that this transforms, and it does it so smoothly, like it very much reminds me of the actual toy. So it flips up, and this isn't very exciting. This is underneath stuff. So you have to flip it over, so you have, with the robot, you have more excitement with this. And then you take it apart, and he's going to stand. Oh, I guess he will stand. And you can actually make it so they go forward, backwards. You know, he could be posing and stuff. The only thing that I don't like is this only rotates. It doesn't, it's not a knee joint. You know what I mean? It just flexes this way, which kind of cool, I guess, but that is the only thing so far I can take away from this right now. Other than that, it's fantastic. And Matrix of Leadership goes in there. Oh. And then the arms and the head, obviously. So we're getting there. Well on our way. But even just this is looking great. In fact, I'm gonna, and I love how this comes together because it's very similar to how the toys did, where they always had something that locked it in place. So put that in there. I like this as truck. That's so cool. Hey, Big Levi's. Yeah, Prime is looking amazing already. This is really cool. I'm totally stoked about it. It's so neat. I think it's 10 bags, so I've done 5, so I'm halfway done. This actually looks kind of funny because he could be like a tank turret looking around. This is quick. I mean, like, the AT-AT is my absolute favorite set. It always will be. But like, this is quickly going to be number 2. I don't care how, if it's not as nearly as many pieces or whatever like that. This is epic. Someone had asked when I was doing the DeLorean if I thought that was the perfect Lego set, and the DeLorean was a very good set. There were some issues I had with it. I'll have to post pictures because I took pictures of my Lego DeLorean with a real DeLorean at a car cruise that I went to on Saturday. Fantastic pictures, and it makes the DeLorean the Lego DeLorean look that much cooler. Someone asked me if I thought it was a perfect set, and I said it's very good. I think it's missing a couple detail things that could make it amazing. This very, very well could be our perfect set. Aside from something like, I won't count something as epic as the AT-AT because it's giant. Most people aren't going to get it. Anyone could get this, and I hope they keep doing these because so far it's just incredible. So I've talked too much about this, and just this part of it is just that cool. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for joining. It was a little bit longer just because I did 3 bags, but it was worth it. So yeah, this is cool. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna see if it's something where like I can make him like holding the matrix or whatever, holding it up over his head or something like that. Yeah, we'll be able to do some cool things with him. I can't wait. But again, thanks everyone for joining. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think, what I can do better, what you liked, what you didn't like, and send me suggestions of things you'd like to see, or ways I could do things better. Whatever works. I appreciate everyone stopping by to see things, and it's just a lot of fun, and this is pretty epic. I'm so stoked. I can't wait to do more of this. So I'll see you guys next week. Again, thank you much, and until next time, keep on building.